Shalom. I want to give all praise and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Ha-Rakah Kodash. Want to give double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone for teaching us the truth. And want to acknowledge all the Akim who are pushing this truth in sincerity here in Babylon, America. All right. So the Spirit had me in Jeremiah, starting in verse 11. Jeremiah 5, verse 11. It says, "For the house of Israel and the house of Judah have dealt very treacherously against me, saith Yahweh." All right, so Israel and Judah, because remember the nation split into two kingdoms. You had Israel, which was northern kingdom, who became predominantly the Hispanic, the so-called Hispanic tribes. And you had Judah, who was southern kingdom, and the so-called Negro tribes. All right, so Yahweh says that Israel and Judah have both dealt treacherously against him. All right, and it's because we turn to all these pagan gods every time we're in captivity. We've been in captivity so many times, and every single time we our people, the so-called Black, Native American, and Hispanic men and women, they follow false pagan gods, and it's happening now in our last captivity, which is Babylon, America. All right, and that's why really this whole destruction is coming. Because of all of this wickedness that even the nation, not only the heathen, but even the nation of Israel, 2/3 of the nation of Israel is going to stay in their wickedness and their darkness. And that's why Yahweh has to, bring the destruction, via Yahweh Shai and the chariots and the missiles. All right. So let me keep reading. You know what? But even though our people are so wicked and, have been believing and following false gods and pagan religions in every captivity that we've been in, well, Yahweh is very merciful God. So he's going to, through all of that, he's going to have mercy on Israel, but a remnant of Israel, not everybody. Not all of the Israelites are going to have, and when I say Israelites, it's exclusive to the so-called Black man, Native American, and Hispanic man, all right? No other nation. So he's going to have mercy, and so we're going to read about the mercy real quick. It's going to be in Zechariah 12, verse 7. It says, "The Lord shall save the tents of Judah first, that the glory of the house of David and the glory of the inhabitants of Jerusalem do not magnify themselves against Judah." All right. So the so-called Negro in America is Judah. And Yahweh had the mercy on all of the tribes because he said he was going to save the tents of Judah first. And that prophecy has come to pass, because it was so-called Negroes who began teaching this truth of ours, in New York. All right. And they've taught, all the tribes, the tribe of Judah, the so-called Negro, he's the one who woke up first in America and began to teach all the tribes in our captivity here in America. Now you have the Northern Kingdom Israelites, who were the so-called Latin and Hispanic tribes. Now they're teaching this truth. But he had to raise up the tents I keep saying raise, but he had to save the tents of Judah first. Okay? So that's the understanding on that verse. All right? Let's go back. Oops. Not that far back. So I'm going to go back to Jeremiah. In chapter 5, and let's see. But see, through all the wickedness of the Israelites, Yahweh is going to have mercy on a remnant. and he's going to raise up the tents of Judah. And actually, you know what? Since I'm on the subject, let me just further prove this. All right. Malachi chapter 4, we're going to start at 1. For behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven, and all the proud, yea, and all that do wickedly shall be stubble. And the day that cometh shall burn them up, saith the Lord of hosts, and it shall leave them neither root nor branch. All right. So that's dealing with the wicked, who is, we know that's Esau, Edom. And then it's also dealing with the proud, which is also Esau, Edom. But it's also dealing with 2/3 of our people from Israel that are, they won't turn from their wickedness. They won't turn from their Catholicism. They won't turn from their Christianity. They won't turn from Jehovah's wickedness, right? There's, some of them even are Mormons, some of our people. Our people are in every single religion, following all kinds of pagan gods, all right? That's how foolish and destroyed our people are, And our people, when I say that, I'm referring to the so-called black man, Native American man, and Hispanic man, all right? Verse 2. But unto you that fear my name shall the Son of Righteousness arise with healing in his wings, and ye shall go forth and grow up as calves of the stall. All right, so, you know what I'm saying? That compares the elect, the men who learn this truth, to calves of the stall. That we're the ones who fear his name because, we're hearkening to this truth. We're being diligent. We're prophesying on the streets. We're doing the work, So we're fearing the name of Yahweh in Yahweh Shai, Well, I mean Yahweh. Yahweh Shai is the Son. Verse 3. And ye shall tread down the wicked, for they shall be ashes under the soles of your feet in the day that I shall do this, saith the Lord of hosts. And the word host, it means armies, all right? So he's the Lord of armies, all right? So it says that the day will come that where's that? The day that cometh shall burn them up. The day, or that's, let me start at 4 and 1. For behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven. And what is that? That's a metaphor to the missiles, all right? During the day of wrath, during the day of war and fire, it's gonna burn like an oven. You know what I mean? People are, imagine that. It's gonna be like you're inside of an oven. People aren't even hearkening to this word. All right, so now I'm going to be on Malachi 4 and verse 4. Remember ye the law of Moses, my servant, which I commanded unto him in Horeb for all Israel with the statutes and judgments. All right, so we got to remember the law of Moses, not like the Edomite tells you to, forget about the law. It's done away with, and you have salvation through grace. That's not true. All right, you've been deceived by the blasphemer, the so-called white man. All right, Esau, Edom. Okay, so verse 5. Behold, I will send you Elijah the prophet before the coming of the great and dreadful day of the Lord. Okay, so Abba Bivens came back through the regeneration, and he was Elijah. All right, he's the one who did what I'm about to read, verse 6. And he shall turn the heart of the fathers, and remember, heart means mind. So let's read it like that. And he shall turn the mind of the fathers to the children, and the mind of the children to their fathers, lest I come and smite the earth with a curse. All right, so Elijah, who was Abba Bivens in the reincarnation, came back in the prophesied this truth that we are teaching back during the I think the 60s and 70s is when he was doing it. So he was the one who brought the sons of Israel back to their mind of their father.